Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, November 20th, and I have a little update for you. So, I started getting a bunch of tests last Friday. So, last Friday was my mugga scan. I forget what else I did last Friday. Anyways, I got that out of the way. Oh, and my mammogram. So, today, right now, I have a follow-up appointment with my surgeon. So I'm gonna ask him if I can make sure that he's the one that takes out my port. And then after that, later this afternoon, I have an MRI of my hip, and then I have 2 CT scans. I know there's a CT scan of my lungs, and then I forget what the other part of it is, if that has to do with my hip or what it was. Totally forgot. So I have that, and then I'm supposed to get my port flushed, but I think I can cancel that one. I have to ask, because when I get the CT scan, I asked for them to use my port because it's a power port. They can use it for CT scans. So I think that will get rid of that appointment. So then hopefully I can finish my day a little bit earlier, because that's a lot of appointments. A lot of time to be spending at the doctor's. But I'm gonna head in now, and then when I come back out, I'll give you an update what we talked about. I also need to ask him about getting a mastectomy on my right side and reconstructive surgery, because I know he wanted to wait a year. In March it'll be a year. So yeah, a little over 8 months now. I had my surgery in March, but it would be nice to get a little bit of update on that. But because of the type of cancer that I had and the amount of skin that was removed, and he wasn't sure how it was gonna heal, he said that at the time I wasn't a good candidate for reconstruction. So I'll ask him again about that. To me, it looks like I healed really, really well, even after the surgery. Some of the nurses or doctors, I forget who I was talking to, they said that he did do a really good job. Some people end up having like this little flap of skin, they call it a dog ear, on the side. I don't have that. It looks really good. So we'll see how this appointment goes, and then I'll give you guys another update. Give you a couple more. I'll just make one big video. So thank you guys very much for watching. Even though I'm pretty much done with what I needed to go through as far as like chemo, radiation, and the surgery and everything, and I am considered cancer-free. Can't be considered in remission until 5 years, but I'm still going to give you guys updates, and it's going to be more focusing on just getting even more healthier and staying healthy. So I'll keep giving you guys updates every now and then. I'm going to try to do it at least once a week, but thank you for watching, and I'll be back. First appointment is over. Okay. Hey, I'm back. So first appointment was done, the one where I met with the surgeon. We talked about how my surgery went, like the healing and stuff. I have another appointment with him in a year. Didn't schedule that yet. When it gets closer, I will. But I asked about reconstructive surgery, and he said that my skin fared very well, so he was happy with how it healed. But the person that I need to talk to in regards to reconstruction is the plastic surgeon, because they're either going to have to take muscle and skin from my back or somewhere in my abdomen. I'm hoping probably for my abdomen, just because I have back problems. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also asked if, when they're doing the reconstructive surgery, if they can do the mastectomy on the right side and the reconstruction on that side all at once. So I'm guessing that it's going to be a pretty big surgery, bigger than when I had the mastectomy on the left side. And he even said that too, that it's pretty extensive surgery to get that stuff done. I asked if, because there's nothing on my left side now, if I'm more at risk for hurting my heart if I fall or something, and he said no, because my rib cage and then like the breastbone is there, and that's something that I was kind of paranoid about, just in case I did fall, but it shouldn't be an issue. He asked how I was feeling overall, and I told him I'm tired. Like, yeah, I'm exhausted. He asked how my sleep was. I don't sleep very well anyways. I've always had problems sleeping. I'm about to go check in to get the MRI of my hip. Then I have to walk to the other building for my CT scans. And then hopefully I can cancel my 5 o'clock appointment for flushing my port, because I'm assuming from the CT scan, since they have to flush my port anyways, then I don't have to go to that appointment. I'm going to put on my lidocaine and then put the little thing over it. So I'll get that ready, because when I'm done with the MRI, then it will be time to go to the CT scan. My surgeon, they can't do any kind of surgery on me anyways until my blood clot is taken care of and I'm off my blood thinners. So that I'll probably find out next month when I talk to the oncologist again. What else did he say? Is it something else? Totally just brain farted right now. But, just that they need to watch me real well for the next couple of years, because he told me again the type of cancer that I had, it was very aggressive. So it was invasive ductal carcinoma with inflammatory breast cancer, and it was stage 3B. They won't stage you any less than a 3 when you have inflammatory breast cancer. That's what I'm told. So even though now I'm considered 2B, even though I was told I'm cancer-free, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the fact that they can't tell me that I'm in remission for 5 years. I don't know. I don't know all the technical stuff. I mean, I asked what I really wanted to know, and I'll have more doctor appointments. They really are going to watch me closely. And I just have to make sure that there are no skin changes, no lumps. I have to check my neck, like this whole area too, do the little exams and fill. So far so good. He asked about swelling in my arm, so lymphedema. I do have it a little bit, but I've been pretty good doing what the physical therapist had shown me to do. So hopefully that stays good. I notice when I get stressed out or when it's hot, it tends to act up, but so far so good. I'm sure if it gets bad, I could just get a referral and then go to physical therapy again, because it really did feel good and it worked. It was really nice way to end the week, because I do it on Fridays, so that was cool. But that referral, it only lasted a little while, which is okay, long enough for me to really understand how to do the massage techniques. And I'm not sure how much COVID is going to have to do with my appointments. It doesn't really seem to be affecting it at all, which is good. And they are very careful. All my doctor stuff is at Kaiser, and they have to check you when you go in. You get a little sticker. I have my sticker from this morning, but I'm sure they'll have to scan me again. That's fine, I don't care. And they make sure that you sanitize your hands. Like, they have sanitizers all over the place, so I'm not really concerned about that. And where I'm parked, they have a huge line for flu shots. I still need to take my daughter to get hers. I'm okay, I already had mine. And then it'll be interesting to see what happens with the COVID vaccines. I think I'm one of the higher risk people, so I would imagine that I would be able to get it pretty soon. So hopefully at the beginning of the year, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that and get it, the shot, not COVID. So, and another thing, I've been really lucky that I haven't gotten sick. I've been very careful. I have masks in my car, I have sanitizer, I have wipes, I have all kinds of stuff, and the mask, it totally helps me not touch my face. So that's cool, because yeah, that was like a bad habit. Bite a fingernail or whatever, scratch my eye, hurt my eye. So mask is totally helping. All the other precautionary stuff or whatever you want to call it, it's helping so I don't touch my face. And I'm guessing that's probably why I haven't gotten sick. Well, I think I need to head in for my MRI. It is just of my hip, so I don't have to go in that tube all the ways. If I did, I don't know. Sometimes I have a little issue with claustrophobia. I do not consider myself claustrophobic, just sometimes that stuff bothers me. I don't know if today would have been one of the days. I usually feel it in my bones, but I feel pretty good today. We'll see how it is when I get in, and then I'll give you guys another update before I go home for the day. Well, I'm all done with all my appointments for the day. My surgeon appointment, the follow-up, the MRI, and my CT scans. And one thing that I forgot to mention, I think, that when I had the surgeon appointment today, that he was pretty surprised that I was able to make it through this whole past year without taking much time off. Yeah, for my surgery, obviously. But like through the chemo, I was able to keep on working. And yeah, my work, they were very good about it. They told me that when I need to leave, just leave. So that was cool. I didn't have any issues there. But I told him some of the things that kept me going. My daughter, obviously, she's the reason that I was able to fight so hard. But also, I'm very stubborn. And I'm sure that helped me. Everybody that I've said that to, like at my doctor's appointments, they got a kick out of it. Because, yeah, I'm tough. I'm a fighter, and I'm definitely stubborn, and I'm not going anywhere. And, you know, that helped me mentally a lot. Just, you know, I plan on being around till I'm 100. I have no intentions of going anywhere. And my oncologist, she said it's possible. So they just have to keep watching me, and there is a 40 to 60% chance that cancer is going to show up somewhere else in my body. The one thing that I'm really concerned about is my hip, because right now, yeah, it feels a little funky. It feels like there's something in my hip, and it's not painful like it was last year. It took them forever to finally say, oh, you fractured it, because at first they blamed it on arthritis. And I forget what else. They thought that maybe the cancer had spread to my hip because right when I started chemo, the pain went away. And it came back like momentarily, but then it left again. So it was a little strange. And there was something in there. The bone on my right hip, that's where I'm having the problem. It's denser than my left side. And I don't know how many times I was told, oh, you're a mystery. Or, yeah, we have to be real careful with you. And so I have another appointment with my oncologist to go over the results of all my scans in December. I imagine maybe she'll call me a little earlier. I don't know. To me, I mean, we're going to go over them anyways. And the CT scan, it was with contrast, so they were able to use my port. Might as well use it while I have it, right? And we're going to discuss in December about when I can get it removed. If I have to keep getting scans, like CT scans, because I can use it for that, I would much rather keep it in than them try and get my arm, because I don't know if you could see that. I'm all bruised up from my mugga scan from last week. It took them 3 tries. That sucked. But the CT scan today that I had was with contrast, and it was really to look over, like, from my chest down, to check out the blood clot that's in my lungs, because we can't even discuss surgery until that's taken care of and I'm off the blood thinners. To scan the rest of like the abdomen, pelvic area, to make sure that there's no cancer lingering in there or showing up. And then also my hip. So we'll see what happens with that. I know for the MRI, they said about 3 to 5 days to get the results, but I really don't expect to hear anything until I have my next appointment with my oncologist. But other than that, it's 3:37 right now. So glad that this day is over. And pick up my daughter and go home. And I think I totally deserve some unicorn fruit snacks. So I'll have those on my drive. But as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't hit the subscribe button and you liked what you see, hit that subscribe button. If you want to know when I upload more videos, hit the little bell notification wherever it is on screen. I don't know, somewhere. And you'll be notified when I upload more stuff. As I change my diet and whatnot, I'll probably post some more stuff as I get updates. I'll keep you guys informed. And if you have questions, if you want to know, I don't know, want any advice, maybe you're going through the same thing or know someone that is, leave me some comments. I also just got a P.O. box, so I'll put that down there in the description too. Do read the description. There's some info in there. And yeah, if you guys send me a postcard or anything, I'll read it on one of my next videos. So I'll put that down there for you if you want it. If not, hey, it's okay. Leave me a comment too. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and then I'll give you another little update later.